Ladies and gentlemen, Vince here. Today we're diving into the world of reward apps again to see if these apps are actually worth our time and effort. I hope you all enjoy. Now the first app I'm reviewing is called Bus Jam Cat Play to Win. And you'll notice it does state early access, so straight away I always have my guard up. And generally the best advice is that you guys also have your guard up as well when it comes to any early access title, whether it pays or not. Either way, this is what it looks like when you first launch it up. Top left corner of the screen, you see your supposed balance, and right now I have $53 apparently. But next to that you'll have another currency, and in my opinion, this is the only currency that actually matters. Now the whole concept of the game is you simply move your little characters into the colored bus. Realistically, it's like a match 3 type of game, everyone. Each level does get progressively harder though, so please keep that in mind. I found that each bus really only has 3 seats every single time, and generally these type of little games will just try and get you to watch as many advertisements as fast as possible. So you can think of this as like little filler levels, everyone, before you get to the ad. That's not always a bad thing, okay, if that's what you want, but for people that don't really like advertisements, you're gonna have a problem. Each level roughly takes me around 1 minute or so. Now this is what the cash out area actually looks like for the rewards, everyone, and you'll see that they're trying to tempt you with large sums of supposed money, but again, this is where you really have to be on guard. What you'll find is that they claim that level 10 will give 10 cents, level 30 will give 15 cents, level 50 20 cents, level 100 25 cents, and then it keeps on going and going all the way up to supposedly $1,000 for 400 levels. Now, in my opinion, anything past the cents mark is completely useless, and they can really never give it. At least, that's what I suspect. What actually mattered for me, though, was a little premium currency, where you can see I have 1 cent worth of USD currency. Now, fun fact, you get the currency from treasure chests. And the way you get those chests is by either completing a level, or using an ability at the bottom of the screen. You'll notice that it has the little chest icon here next to the use button. So let me just do that for you now, and I'll show you what happens. So now I've just earned a chest from watching an ad. So let me just finish up this level here. There's another ad. So that's something you really have to get used to, okay? I did just want to quickly say, if you enjoy what I do here on YouTube every single week, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys are outstanding out there. Thank you so much for everything. So everyone, once the level is completed, we can then claim our chests, and there's the tiny bit of currency. So we didn't even manage to get 1 cent USD. We barely got half of it. If not, we didn't actually even reach half of a cent. So you can imagine doing that on repeat over and over again until you get to the minimum of 10 cents. Now, interesting enough, everyone, after around an hour of actually using the application, as you do have to watch ads almost every single minute, I did withdraw the 10 cents worth of USD currency. I am happy to say that yes, they actually did reward me straight to my PayPal account without any issues, but does that mean it's actually worth the time? At least here in Australia, absolutely not, everyone, but perhaps in your own country you may find better use for it, okay? But at least that was my own experience, and now you know about it. Let's move on. Next up, we have the app simply called Make Cash. Now, these guys have been smashing out advertisements all over Australia, and I probably suspect where you live as well. And while the ads have some pretty big claims, let me just break down what happens. So this is what it looks like when you launch it up. You have your graphics card in the middle of the screen, guys. Tapping on it will actually start activating the process. I know it looks very promising seeing those big dollar amounts, but that's all just fake. Obviously. Below though, you have your upgrades for your graphics card. Now, I find that this actually does come in handy because what ends up happening is that you watch advertisements when you don't actually have enough money to upgrade your graphics card. You see there, everyone, it says it's a ×6 upgrade if I actually watch an ad. Now, the reason why this is so important, and mind you, as I'm talking an advertisement plays, just to further the point, that the apps ran on ads. So at least in my own experience, everyone, if I see an advertisement on Make Cash, then I'm going to get a little bit of Satoshi. Top right corner of the screen is your Satoshi counter. Now, you'll notice the balance is 0 at the moment, but I'll show you that will change pretty quickly. Continuing to tap on the graphics card and going through with any of these extra bonus ads, we actually managed to score 2 Satoshi. These little play to earn type of games all run the same concept. And there's another ad as I'm talking again. Now, to be fair, not all of it would be run by advertisements alone, everyone. I'm sure they do give Satoshi via progress, but I do find you need to have some sort of advertisements in order to get a little bit of the revenue back. So it's stating in the top right corner of the screen, I can actually cash out now. In order to actually cash out, you need 15 Satoshi, everyone. They do have a cool daily jackpot system where they give away a bulk load of Satoshi to random players, okay? They also do have a spin and win wheel, which I always only get 1 Satoshi no matter what, which I'll show you right now. I'll get 1 Satoshi again, everyone, which leads me to believe it's pretty predetermined. Again, at least in my own experience. Now, everyone, you will need a Zebedee wallet as well, so please keep that in mind. But in all fairness, last time I withdrew on Make Cash, they actually did reward me straight away to my Zebedee wallet 36 Satoshis converted into 4 cents USD, which roughly takes around 30 minutes to get here in Australia. So overall, it's a pretty cool little concept if you want to try and dip your feet into the world of Satoshis and Bitcoin. But compared to other earning aspects out there, like, completing surveys or completing tasks through offer walls, there really is no comparison. So that's Make Cash, everyone. You do whatever you want with the information. Let's move on. Next up, we have CashDuck, play and earn rewards. So CashDuck's a pretty interesting one again here, everyone, okay? It's one of these little play and earn applications where it depends on your country heavily on how your results are gonna go. Now, I actually investigated this a few weeks ago and I had a pretty positive experience, but I thought I'd show you how it's looking these days. Top of the screen, you have your account balance of coins. These coins, of course, convert into PayPal currency, at least here in Australia. The minimum withdrawal is 1 cent worth of PayPal currency, everyone. Now, $1 converts into 29,600 coins in my country. Their earning system is completely based on playtime rewards, at least here in Australia. So you can see that we have a few games here willing to give us various amounts of the coin-based currency, everyone. So while majority of the games are giving around 50 cents to $1 here in my country, in your country they could even give more or much less. Anyone out there that's ever played playtime rewards applications know exactly how these things work. Now, I managed to earn almost 16,000 coins through Merge Master. Unlike a minute-based system, this one was a task-based one, where the goal was to reach level 30. So look, playing games to earn money in any sort of aspect is going to be on the lower end on the scale, at least for revenue generating here in Australia. But sometimes the games you play are actually pretty decent and don't take too long. This one here actually took around 30 minutes or so to hit that goal. But what I did have to do is watch advertisements all the time to try and get the best upgrades for my little characters here. Now, their little percentage bonus system here is actually pretty decent because you do get 5 per day if you watch 5 advertisements. And as you can see, there are different ones such as cashback, discount, and then bonus. Now, you can actually apply multiple of these depending on how often you use the app and how many withdrawals you've had. So please keep that in mind. You can actually stack the percentages here. For today's video, I withdrew $1 worth of USD currency, and I am happy to say it arrived straight away, at least in my own experience here in Australia. Again, you can't expect the world, but it is nice to see. So hopefully more are released in the future, but for now, I thought I'd give you that little update. Let's move on. Let's move on. Next, we have Bus and Win, Traffic Jam. So everyone, just like the other bus game, this one's exactly the same concept, essentially. You have your little characters at the top of the screen, you need to send the buses from the bottom of the screen to the top, then the little guys get in the bus, then they simply drive away. Now, the top of the screen, you'll notice there's a little cash counter again, as well as the premium currency with the chests. So same exact thing again, you use abilities at the bottom of the screen to then get the chests. I'll do that for you now. Alright, so that's done and the chest has been added. And there's another ad. Again, if you hate advertisements, you're more than likely not going to enjoy this experience at all. But yes, after an ad, I found I do get a chest as well. But back to the game, usually every single level takes around 1 to 2 minutes. At most, okay? Now, in regards to the cash out system, the exact same setup as the previous app I showed you earlier. When it comes to these supposed $1,000 withdrawals, I just do not believe that under any circumstances. I only believe in the cents, personally. So 30 cents, 20 cents, and 10 cents for certain levels, as well as the premium gems there. You can see I have 4 cents worth of USD. So again, disregard the $65 balance in my opinion. I did withdraw 10 cents after reaching the level requirement, and I am happy to say that yes, technically they did actually withdraw to my PayPal account straight away, which was surprising. But again, that doesn't really make it worth the time and effort in my opinion here in Australia, as 30 minutes to an hour potentially, depending on the amount of ads and the little revenue you get from the chests, realistically does not seem worth it at all. Either way, that's Bust and Win, Traffic Jam. Let's move on. Next, I want to talk about a big update to JustPlay. Now, for all you guys that are smashing out JustPlay out there, they've released a new update, at least here in Australia, and I suspect that most of you guys probably have this update already. They've actually updated the challenge area to now give you 8 challenges, at least here in my country, but if you're actually able to go through them without any issues, they do claim to give you an instant reward. Now, what I will say, everyone, while the aspect of trying to earn cash through playing these little games is really fun, I found that this is JustPlay's way of getting you to actually rotate the games instead of playing one single one like Treasure Master, for instance. In fact, I actually completed all the challenges, so 8 different games, and it said that I could collect my cash bonus. And in return for around an hour of gameplay, everyone, I got 60 cents worth of Australian currency. But to make things a little bit better, during that gameplay experience, I actually generated loyalty coins from the games as well, and after the timer ran out of 3 hours, my balance updated to $1.18. So considering here that I started on 2 cents worth of currency, I actually earned over $1 worth of Australian currency in total for 1 hour of gameplay. Now look, I personally enjoy just smashing out Treasure Master over and over again for like an hour or two, okay? But for the people out there that do use JustPlay, let me know what games you found the best success with. I'd love to hear it. As always, JustPlay did pay me out last time I withdrew as well. Very solid application throughout the years. I just figured I'd give you guys a little update just in case you haven't checked JustPlay in a while. I'll catch you all in the next episode. Check out my channel for almost 1,000 money making reviews. Catch you all later.